greatest tournament in football history is returning. And this time, it will be bigger than ever. Today, we are going deep into the world of FIFA. 15 rare World Cup facts even die-hard fans don't know. Then, what to expect from 2026. Stay till the end, because the last fact will shock you. Fact number 1. The trophy under the bed. During World War II, FIFA Vice President Ottorino Barassi hid the World Cup trophy in a shoebox under his bed to keep it safe from occupying soldiers. The most prestigious prize in football, hidden under a bed. Fact number 2. The Hero Dog. In 1966, the World Cup trophy was stolen. 7 days later, it was found in a London garden by a dog named Pickles. A dog literally saved the World Cup. Fact number 3. The one-armed finalist. Hector Castro, who scored in the 1930 World Cup final for Uruguay, played with only one arm. As a teenager, he had accidentally cut his forearm off with an electric saw. He still made it to the final and scored. Fact number 4. The two-ball final. In the 1930 World Cup final between Argentina and Uruguay, the two teams could not agree on which ball to use. FIFA's solution? They used Argentina's ball for the first half and Uruguay's ball for the second half. Argentina led at halftime. Uruguay won the second half and the trophy. Fact number 5. The barefoot protest. India withdrew from the 1950 World Cup, allegedly because FIFA would not allow their players to compete barefoot. One of the greatest what-ifs in football history. Fact number 6. No qualifiers needed. The first World Cup in 1930 is the only one in history that required no qualifying matches. Every FIFA-affiliated nation was simply invited to play. No pressure, no playoffs, just show up. Fact number 7. The 2-second red card. The fastest red card in football history happened just 2 seconds into a match. Player Lee Todd heard the referee's whistle and shouted a profanity in surprise. The referee turned around and sent him off immediately. 2 seconds. That is it. Fact number 8. The 149-0 scoreline. In 2002, AS Adema won a match 149 goals to 0. Why? Because the opposing team, SO Lamerne, spent the entire match scoring intentional own goals to protest a referee's decisions from a previous game. 149 own goals in a single match. We are halfway through, and the next fact about Brazil will completely change how you see the World Cup. Fact number 9. Brazil's perfect attendance. Brazil is the only nation in the world to have appeared in every single FIFA World Cup tournament since the very first one in 1930. Every edition, without exception. No other country comes close. Fact number 10. The youngest referee. Ivan Eklund was just 28 years old when he refereed the 1934 World Cup final. That record has never been broken. The youngest man ever to referee the biggest match in football, and it happened over 90 years ago. Fact number 11. The oldest scorer. Roger Mila of Cameroon became the oldest player ever to score in a World Cup when he found the net at 42 years of age in 1994. 42 years old on the World Cup stage. Absolute legend. Fact number 12. The double-winning coach. Italy's Vittorio Pozzo is the only manager in history to win 2 FIFA World Cups. Even more remarkable, he won them back-to-back in 1934 and 1938. No manager before or since has matched it. Fact number 13. The final that never was. The 1950 World Cup technically had no final match. The tournament was decided by a round-robin final group stage. The last game between Brazil and Uruguay effectively functioned as the decider, but officially, there was no final. Uruguay won. Brazil was devastated, and the world barely understood what had just happened. Fact number 14. The historic first goal. The very first goal ever scored in a FIFA World Cup was by France's Lucien Laurent in the 19th minute of the opening match in 1930. One man, one moment, the beginning of everything. Fact number 15. The one that changes everything. The 2026 World Cup will be the first in history to feature 48 teams, up from 32. It will be the first ever hosted across 3 different countries: the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And it will take place almost exactly 100 years after the very first World Cup was played. The 2026 FIFA World Cup will be the largest in history. For the first time ever, 48 nations will compete, up from 32 in Qatar 2022. The tournament will be hosted across 3 countries simultaneously: the United States, Canada, and Mexico. That means 16 host cities, 104 matches in total, and fans traveling across an entire continent to follow their teams. The grand final will be played at MetLife Stadium in New York, one of the largest stadiums in the world, with a capacity of over 82,000. Other major host cities include Los Angeles, Dallas, Miami, Toronto, Vancouver, Mexico City, and Guadalajara. Each city brings its own culture, its own atmosphere, and its own piece of football history in the making. With 48 teams competing, we will see nations qualifying for the first time in history. But the traditional powerhouses remain the favorites. Brazil, Argentina, France, England, and Spain will all be aiming for glory. Argentina, as the defending champions, will carry the weight of expectation, and the world will be watching Mbappe lead France in what could be his peak World Cup. Why 2026 is historic. But beyond the numbers, 2026 is historic for a deeper reason. It marks almost exactly 100 years since the first World Cup was played in 1930 in Uruguay. A century of football, a century of drama, heartbreak, and glory. And this time, nearly half the world's nations will have a chance to be part of it. The facts, the history, and what is coming. If you learned something new today, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you never miss a football video from this channel. Comment below, which of these facts shocked you the most?